Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. I hope you're all doing well. Today I am still working on my Mother's Day journal, and I have decided to do a little ephemera holder, double page. So when I get finished with it, I will show you how I'm going to put it in my journal. So all you'll need is 2 envelopes, whatever size your journal is going to be. Make sure it fits. And the first thing we're going to do is, you don't have to have different papers. I just chose to. You're going to just slide this envelope into this envelope. This actually has a strip on it, so I could probably not glue it and just take that strip off, maybe. I just noticed that. I think I'll glue it. So I'm just making sure that it's, it's right up against. And I'm just gonna glue this down right along that strip. And I'm gonna glue this little piece here. So I'm covering it up. That's not gonna be a pocket. And the same thing with this. You could make it a pocket for sure, but this one is not going to have a pocket. I'm really enjoying this Mother's Day journal. I pulled out, I don't know, I could say without exaggeration 30 different fabrics and laces this morning to figure out what I'm going to make for my cover. It's going to be either a cereal box or a file folder base, and either a cereal box or a file folder base, and then a cover of something I may slow stitch because I still have some time for Mother's Day, or actually I'd like to get it done before Mother's Day. So then you'll turn it over, and actually I could probably do this and just push it down. And now you have like this little folio, which is really nice for little mini journals or small journals. And that's what you have, okay? And that seems to be stuck down really well. So this is going to be the outside of my journal. So I already cut my papers so that you wouldn't have to wait for me to struggle with that. Now all I'm going to do is glue this one on. Oh, I forgot. I did get my glue sticks yesterday, but I'll just use this because I haven't taken them out of the package yet. Actually didn't even know they had arrived. I had opened my front door and they were sitting there in the rain, but they were in plastic, so that was good. Alexa usually tells us when we have I don't know why I'm using this glue, but it was here, so I'm going to use it. Make sure you get your edges good unless you're going to sew it, which you absolutely can. And I just went up to the fold like this. And that's upside down, so I'm just going to flip it this way. And that will be the back. Pay attention if you've got something that's going directional. Although I don't think this is directional. Yeah, I guess it is. So I'll just glue that there. Yeah, it is directional. Oh, that was a good save. I am just going to do the edges with this and then grab my other glue because I don't want to waste what's in my precision bottle. I don't know if I have much left. Where is it? Oh. Ordered some more of this too. It's not coming till mid-April, but I have another bottle in my backup. Whenever I get to my last bottle, I order 3 more. It comes in you can get it in 3 3 bottle, and it lasts me a good 6 months or longer. But it is my go-to glue, especially when I'm videoing, because it dries fast. So this would make an adorable journal. So let me just get this right up to here. This way. And then I'm going to put my inside pieces in, which I chose these. This is from Little Blessings, and these are from, I wrote everything down. These are from Fleurs, F-L-E-U-R-S, and they are Raindrop Lilac, if I hadn't said that already. And it's printed on 28-pound Epsom premium paper. I like the smooth finish, but it doesn't tea or coffee stain well. I use regular printed copy paper for that because it does have that sheen on it. I usually use the HP paper, but this was on sale and I like it. It's a good paper and I really can't tell the difference. I had to fill my little folio type thing that I keep my white paper in. Sorry about that, I am to the end. Come on. Well, maybe I'll just use the other one. There's barely anything left in that. It's all right, I'll tip it upside down and refill this. Let it just seep in there. Welcome to anybody that's new. My name is Cheryl, and I'm very glad to have you here. And I'm finally getting to all of my comments. I think that I've gotten to them all, and then I get more comments, which is lovely. I had to go back a while. People have been commenting on videos I've done a year ago, which has been very nice. Now this, to make sure it's going the right way. And this is from the Fleurs kit. I just love this kit. I really do. I can always ink the edges if this is too short. Just make sure it closes good and you don't have it right on the fold. and I think I'll bring it out just a little bit so I'm not right up against that fold and it folds good. Oops. My easy way of making sure things are straight. Sorry, I just went completely quiet. I was listening to the children outside. We don't have many children here, so somebody must be visiting grandparents. We need rain. We've gotten a little bit yesterday, and we're supposed to get a little bit more today. So that'll be nice. So what I'm going to do is just take some ink. See if I have any left on this brush. It's just a, I don't even know what color it is. Sponge sugar. I'm going to bend this back a little bit. Oh, that's pretty. That was a good choice. I had another color in there, but this I think looks really good. Another pink. I think it was Cottage Rose. It's kind of light, but this is pretty. Now, I don't want to have too much bulk, and I didn't really have to do that because it's going in between two pages, but that's all right. It's going to actually be a page in my journal. But if you wanted to make it a little journal, which I'm angsting to do because I love little journals, I have one in mind that I'll be doing probably tomorrow. Just have to get some things ready. I'm using up what I have printed already, or trying to anyway. Today will be a sorting out of things and putting all my fabrics back. Well, deciding on what fabrics I'm going to use for my cover, and laces I'm going to use inside the journal. Oh, that's a good choice, like that. I still haven't used my inks that, a color ink. It's really pretty that my friend Savannah had been using, and I actually haven't seen her use it for a while, but I love it. I haven't even tried it yet, but it's a pretty color. It's a, it's like a salmon. I am using Baby Blues and Little Blessings for this journal, mostly Little Blessings. So I thought I'd add some color to it to make it more of a Mother's Day than a baby journal. Although it can be used for anything. It's such a beautiful kit. It's huge. Huge, huge, huge kit. Sorry about all the inking. But it does make a nice border. Funny I didn't go with the gold, huh? That would have been nice. Oh, speaking of gold, somebody had suggested, and I can't remember who, that when I made my couple of videos ago, I'll show you, she had recommended inking the oval shape in the paper first and then putting my image in, and what a brilliant idea. I don't know why I didn't think of that, but that's why I really love it when you comment. This doesn't need to be inked, but I'm going to, just to give it some dimension. And some more color to bring in. There is pinks. I don't think you can see them in the camera, but those flowers in this paper are sort of a pinky lavender. It's pretty. There. Now, what I'm going to do is, I have these pieces of vellum. Some I put through my embossing machine. I don't know if that's showing up, and I did ink it a little bit. Not a lot, just ran my ink brush over it. And I have these that were already printed, music paper on vellum, and some plain vellum. So I think I'm definitely going to use the music paper on this. So I'm going to glue this down, and I am using the Fabri-Tac because it's not water-based and it won't wrinkle it, and it will hold it forever. I have journals that I've had for a year, but the vellum is still very well stuck down with the Fabri-Tac. So I don't want to get too far off the edge here because I want to fit some ephemera in there, some journaling cards. And some lace. So I just went around the 3 edges, and hopefully this will fit good. And I'm just going to push up the edges just a little bit to be able to get my items in easy. Oh my goodness, I love this. What a cute journal that would make, right? It's given me lots of ideas. There's so much you can do with envelopes, right? I mean, you would never know that there was an envelope under that. So pretty. And then you could put lace here, here, and here. And this could open up and lace here, and then your pages in here. Oh, I love it. You may be seeing this as a journal one day. So I already sewed my buttons on my lace because I didn't want you to have to wait. And it's probably going to be too long, but that's okay. I'll shorten it with some scissors. I just want to think here for a second to what I want to do. I think I want to cut it first. So I'm going to hold this, let's see here. So I'll cut this side first. And try and cut it straight. This is some really pretty antique lace of my mother-in-law's. I love it. I don't know what kind it is, but, or where it's from, but it's really pretty. That looks really nice. So now I need to just trim it up a little bit. I'm wondering, should I do this instead of right at the edge? No, I think I'll go on the edge because that will strengthen it for when I put things in and out of the pockets. You can see the music through it. That's the nice part of this particular lace. So I'm going to flip it over and I'm just going to go along where I can see like an edge here, because it's just really decoration. So I can put it on these little pieces here that I'll lift it up, that the glue won't show through or come through. And I'm going to glue down where that button is just so that it will stay put. Put a little bit up here. The button really weighs down the lace, but once you glue it on, it'll be fine. There. Oh, I love it. Perfect. I wasn't going to put a button on it, but you know me and buttons. I just have to put buttons. That's an old mother of pearl button. And then we have a vellum pocket for our ephemera, and I'll fill the ephemera up so you can see what it looks like, and I'll show you in my book, in my journal, where I'm going to, well, I don't know where I'm going to place it, but it will go in my journal. And I'm going to pull this over just a little bit so I can trim it, if you will. Now, you can, well, no, not now. You could have put this all together and then sewn around it and then glued it on. That would have been nice too. I'm getting all kinds of ideas as I move along, which is very typical of me. Let me get, I'll use these safer. Very pretty. Love it. I think I'll do one on the back side as well, because I have one already done. And let's see. That button has to go in the middle, so I'll just trim up the sides. Sorry, I'm concentrating. When I cut, I have to concentrate. There we go. So that'll go there. And I'll put my vellum down. Make sure it's the right side. That might have to be trimmed a little bit. Not much, but I don't want to impinge the fold. There we go. A lot of concentrating. Sorry about that. And again, right along the edge, so you have enough space. And along here. I have so many journals I want to make. I get very, very, very tired still having tests done. So I don't spend a lot of time in my craft room because there's lots of other things that need to be done, like housework, which I don't really love. And we are spring cleaning. So I'm getting rid of a lot of things in my home that, oh, I thought I put that on upside down. What a pity that would have been. And now, let's see about this. I'll trim that off when I'm done because that looks about in the middle. And again, I'm going to put it right onto the lace. I did think this through, obviously, because I didn't want you to wait, and my videos can be very long. Go around that button. I'm just putting a few dots here and there to hold it down without it going through the mesh of the lace. Love this lace. And I pulled out about 6 different ones. There we go. Just kind of make sure that button is sort of in the middle. I mean, if it doesn't get right in the middle, it will be okay. Pull this lace over a little bit. This up a little bit. And that just strengthens that vellum a little bit too, I think. Without closing that pocket. I hope I didn't. Excuse me. It's still a little early. Not too early. It's about 10 o'clock. My time here in Florida. I didn't get all the way under this piece here on the side. I just love vellum. Especially, you know, printed vellum. It's so pretty. There. I didn't have enough to do the other side of the printed, so I'm going to either do some that I ran through the embossing machine or plain. I haven't decided yet. Possibly the plain. These cut my lace better, the smaller ones. These are by Tim Holtz. I don't know, I find the bigger ones not as easy to cut fabrics or laces with. And there we have already, the front and the back is done. And we're already at 30 minutes, so let's get going. So I did, that's the plain. going to go with the plain because I do want to see what I put inside. I wonder if I have another piece cut of the plain. And if it's straight. This one's a little deeper, but that's okay. I'm going to go with that. Decision made. So I'm gluing on the debossed side. And believe it or not, the vellum seems more sturdy with it embossed. I don't know why, but it does. And for these, I don't know if I'm going to do lace. I don't want it to be too bulky because it is going inside the journal, if you will. So I can decide that again. Yeah, I can decide that in the future. If the journal doesn't get too bulky, I can add the lace. But definitely no buttons on the inside. Only because I think it will get too bulky. But I did bring out some different strips of lace. But I'm not going to do that on this. What's under there? Oh. Oh, I really am glad that I did do that. I like that embossed. I don't know if it's showing up in the camera, but it's pretty. And I did, like I said, I'm just going to push this in just a little bit. Get my things in and out easily. And the same with this one. And that may need to be moved up just a bit. There we go. A little piece of lace there. It's so picky. There. Who would ever have guessed that that's 2 envelopes? Let's fill it. And then I'll show you. I'll move this lace and the buttons out of the way because I think it will just be, although it would be very pretty, I'll wait and see how bulky it gets. Bring this up here. And I have all my ephemera pieces. Excuse my reach. And I do have written down my pieces of ephemera that I'm using because they aren't from this kit. They're actually from my ephemera book. So these are from her Raindrop Lila. Everything's from Raindrop Lila. So these are from the, I think these are from her Still Life, but I think these are 4x6. Now they come 8.5 by 11, so I sized them down to 4x6. And they're backed with a digital avocado stain paper. I didn't want them too heavy, so I didn't want to have to back them. And I may stitch around them. But that one will go in here. And then I'll put one on the back. And since it's Mother's Day, am going to, see how simple this was? Just pull from your ephemera. These are from Cottage Core Ephemera Kit. And I love the Cottage Core. I did a whole journal on Cottage Core. I love it. And this one, just different things mothers would be doing on Mother's Day. Watering flowers in the garden. And then I chose this one. It has a really pretty black edge around it, so I didn't cut it out. It says in the garden. She's just so beautiful. And then I have these. I don't remember if I sized these down or they came all on one page. I don't remember. But it's a little boy. It's just so beautiful. So I'm going to put this in here. Little girl. Put in here. These, I don't know if I'm going to use these, but I'm going to put them in anyway. I love this kit, Cottage Core. This is the Cottage Core Ephemera. And perfect for Mother's Day, right? I think I'll leave these by themselves. I think they make a great focal point. But you can get a lot in there, and you would still be able to fit plenty of journal pages in there as well. And what a beautiful journal that would make. Isn't that gorgeous? These are her still life. Very hard to choose from. Because I did 4 to a page. And these are the 2 I chose out of my ephemera book. I'm really glad I used this music page down here too. I think it adds a little bit of something. Now let me get my journal, which I have thought about this as my cover, my base of my cover, which is a file folder. And then I'll be covering with fabric. So let's see where we want to put this one. Hopefully it will fit. This is just a file folder from, I think it's Fleurs. So I was thinking possibly here maybe. And yes, it does fit. So now you've got this with some journaling cards in it. And that will get sewn right into the signature. What's on the other side? I did put a little doily in there too. These might not be the order of my pages, but it's a start. Some antique book page from a playbook in, it's either German or Dutch, I'm not sure. And then you've got this and this. So pretty. And that's it. So far, that's my journal. And like I said, I don't know the exact order yet. But it's filling up fast considering all the ephemera I've made so far. So you've got this. This is a little file folder. This page flips out. This is just some shorthand. Then you've got this, which I think is a really nice addition. And this, I love this Fleurs paper. Another kit that's very difficult to choose if you're only choosing one page. And then we'll flip it. This flips open. This is just a doily. So dainty. And then this side. And this side. Beautiful. Love it. So that's it for today. And I will be back again tomorrow with another video. I don't know if I'll be working on this or not. I'm really trying hard to figure out my cover. This is the other one. I should probably make one for this too, but I don't know if it will get too bulky, but I do love it. I could even put it in this one. This is such a beautiful kit. I already have something I want to go on that page, but it's another file folder. But it could go here as well. It's not very heavy at all. I thought it was going to be very bulky, but it's not. And there we go. So the person, or myself, if I decide to keep it, which I probably will, for my Mother's Day journal, and I can document different Mother's Days, or this particular Mother's Day. I don't know. But I have plenty of ephemera now to work with within the journal. Okay? So that's it for today's video. And that's how you could use it. Or you can make a journal out of it. Beautiful. Alrighty. And it's really not that much smaller than, this is 8.5 by 11. So it's really not that small of a journal. I've got an idea. Alright, you'll probably see it in one of the videos coming up. But that's it for today. And I will leave a link to all of the digitals that I used in today's video. And the lace and the buttons, of course, I'm sure you all have. Alright, so that's it for today, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. And until next time, be well, be safe, be kind to yourself and others, and God bless. Love you all. Bye-bye.